This is Juan Marshall, Pro-Am Fight Talk, on the phone with Scott Cujo Sigmon. We're going to have a great card coming up September 7th at Rosecroft Raceway in Fort Washington, Maryland. That's going to be on the Keystone Boxing Promotions card. It's going to be an exciting card. Like I said, we have Scott Sigmon on the phone with us now. Tell us what's going on with you, Scott, and how you doing.
Thanks for having me, Juan. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, so you're 23-4, 12 KOs. What brings on this fight with Phil Jackson Benson?
Hey, I got the call. They were looking for an opponent, and the matchmaker called me, and if I knew anybody that would fight him. I went and, I looked around for a little while, and they were talking about they were having problems matching him. And then I looked at the video of him, and when I saw it, I knew immediately how amazing of a fight it would be between him and I. It's a 50-50 fight, so I decided that this would be the fight that I would take because I want to give the fans the best fight possible. Oh,
that's good. Also, besides fighting, I noticed you've been working in the corner with a lot of these guys lately. So is that, is that something else you added to your arsenal as far as outside of the ring?
Well, I've been training and managing and promoting guys probably for a good 3 years now. Didn't have a lot of luck recently. In my last outing, I was pretty disappointed. My first guy gave a really honest effort, but lost to a much better fighter. And my second guy got robbed of an opportunity, and, he's got a full-time job. He makes time, takes it away from his family to train 2 hours a night, and an incompetent referee stole his opportunity. He was losing the fight. He was getting outpointed. He was fighting a much better guy. But incompetence in the referees and officials, across the board in this country is one of the things that's wrong with boxing. And I don't know how you expect the fighter to take all that time away from his family to get stopped when he gets hit with one punch. And I was pretty heated about it. But it's something that I always gave athletic commissions a hard time about incompetence. And when I'm done fighting, I'm going to really step it up because I'm going to have a little extra time on my hands to really punish him for it.
Okay. So, how are you preparing yourself for this fight right here? You're fighting a tough guy, Phil Jackson Benson. The guy has 13 fights with 11 KOs under that. So, how you going about with this guy? We're not telling you to give us the game plan, but are you doing something a little added into your training?
I'm not doing anything different. My workout program has been evolving over the years just because I get so many nagging injuries and I have to train around it. And that's not an excuse. I'm going to say I'm going to be the best I've ever been. I'm still improving. So the best Cujo that's ever gotten in the ring is going to be against Phil. So am I doing anything new? Of course. As anybody who's a fighter knows, you get a little tweaks here and there and you train around it. I did take this fight on a little bit shorter notice than usual. Maybe like 5 weeks. And I'm used to kind of dictate my own schedule, so I'd like to get about an 8-week notice.
Yeah.
I'll stay in pretty good shape. So for the first 3 weeks, I just did 2 a day to make sure I was, up to par with the conditioning that everyone knows me for.
Yeah. You started your career back in 2008. It's 2013 now. So yes, that's 5 years. And you're getting to the point where you're saying this is going to be your last fight. What brought that on?
If you look at it, 2008 to 2013, there was a 27-month window there where I fought 17 fights, which is a blistering pace, especially since I didn't have a big-time manager or promoter. I did it all myself. I think I fought, this might be my 11th 10-rounder, my 15th main event. I've just taken a lot of punishment. I've come to the realization with the injuries that I've sustained and the amount of punishment I've put my body through and the sacrifice that I've made. A lot of people, especially when I was younger myself, I thought I always wanted to be a full-time fighter. That was the job. That was the best thing. Not a 40-hour-a-week job, but being a full-time fighter, like really living a dream. It is a full-time, it's a 24-hour-a-day job. And, I haven't really got to enjoy my family, my friends, you know, I'm ready to start a family with my wife. My wife has suffered a lot through all this. I have a lot of sponsors, a lot of investors, and my fans, and I just think that I know I'm never going to be number one. It would probably be hard for me to get even in the top 10. Maybe with a move down the middleweight, I'd be more effective. But I'm not willing to go through that. I'm not willing to trade my health anymore for financial gain. I'm just not. I got too much to live for now. And I used to be a lot edgier. I used to be a lot crazier. But I think they said in the Rocky movies, the worst thing that can ever happen to a fighter is he becomes civilized. And that's starting to happen to me. I used to go to the ring and I would always say, I'm going to be prepared to die to win this fight. And it's getting to the point now, it's hard for me to convince myself to be willing to die to win a fight. A lot of fighters say it. Like Tim Bradley and Ruslan Rolatnikov, they proved it in their last fight. And I plan on doing that in this last fight. I'm going to go out and be prepared to die. If it comes to a war like that, then I'm going to do what I got to do. But after this will be the last one. I just have too much to live for to keep doing something that's dangerous.
Yeah, because in this game here, you know that a fighter, normally he can put in 12 maybe sometimes 12 years, you know, of longevity into the ring. But it's like you crammed your 12 right into 5. And basically, between 2010 and 2011, you stuck 14 fights in 2 years, and that's a lot. That's a lot of punishment on your body. And now I'm starting to understand why you're making the decision that you're making.
And you know, the other thing early on, you know, I coached myself most of my career, and I didn't understand to limit the amount of sparring that I did. And I literally, there was probably a 4-month period where I sparred every day. I would spar 10 or 15 rounds a day for 4 months except for Sunday. And looking back on that now, I realize how foolish it was. It definitely made me the type of fighter I am today, though, going through that blister and sparring schedule. I mean, I'm sure you've seen me fight. It's just like, you know, punishment doesn't affect me, but, I mean, now you know why.
Yeah. So, you know, Gary Digital Williams, he wanted to know, why are you deciding to quit after this bout right here, though?
It's just something that I've been struggling with. I know there's a lot of money still left to be made in my career, and I've done really well. A lot of guys, and I'm not bragging, but I was just really smart with the business side. I was fortunate enough to have some really major sponsorship and an extremely loyal and great fan base that was willing to travel. And a lot of guys that would make $4,000 for certain fights, I made 12, 15, and 20. So I've been blessed with that. And I know that there's a lot of fights in my future. I could probably get $40,000 and $50,000 paydays potentially. But I understand that I'm not going to go past that. And early on, the dream was to be an HBO fighter, to be a Showtime fighter. You know, those guys are making $200,000, $300,000, so, you know, in some cases, $1 million checks. And I realized I'm not going to be that guy. And where a lot of guys come from, I remember I was talking to Kelly Pavlik the other day, and he was so proud. He was like, you know something, who else from Youngstown done what I did? You know, who made it this far? You know what I'm saying? Like, all the kids that were in the gym. And then I looked at him and I said, Kelly, I was like, how many people did what I did? There was no gym. I made a gym. The fighters are coming from here because of me. And I think I've realized what my reasoning was in boxing, why God put me on this path. It was to make the path for other fighters. There was no gym. We have a beautiful gym now. There was no fighters. And from now on, when somebody sees Lynchburg, Virginia beside a fighter's name on a card, they're always going to think of me. And that's good enough for me.
Yeah. So, you know, people recognize you as being a fighter that can go the distance. And, you know, you just talked about, you know, you said you were talking to Kelly Pavlik. And that fight there, I guess, was the only time that you were stopped. So from that point, is that when you became friends or closer friends with Kelly?
Well, you know, we didn't really start talking until probably like 3 or 4 months ago. But, you know, he's a really cool guy, very humble for everything he accomplished. Just, you know, nice guy. I try to respect all of my opponents. Early on, I didn't realize I used to try to make myself hate my opponents, but I realized we're all connected. We're all a family, regardless that we're going to war together.
There you go. So I guess you're looking forward to this fight coming up September 7th, because you know it's going to be your last fight. You say you're going to let it all hang out, and you're going to give it your all because it's your last fight. And I guess the fans have something to look forward to. And are you going to be bringing a large crowd with you, you know, since they're going to notice your last fight coming up? Or is this something that you haven't discussed with anybody yet?
You know, I always bring a large crowd up, so it doesn't matter if it's my first one or my last one. You know, hundreds of people are going to come up from Lynchburg with me. I have family in Maryland, so of course they'll be there. So I expect a large contingency for Cujo.
There you go. So we're going to end it on that note. We got Scott Cujo Sigmon. He's going to be fighting on September 7th against Phil Jackson Benson. Everybody knows who that guy is. Everybody knows what he can do in the ring. So we're going to have two guys going to war on Saturday, September 7th at the Keystone Boxing promotions at the Rosecroft Welterweight. So everybody look forward to that.
Juan, let me add one more thing to that.
Sure.
I just want people to realize how special this fight's going to be. I'm not going to give myself an edge. I'm not giving Phil an edge. You've heard of people say Arturo Gatti and Mickey Ward and things like the Provodnikov and the Bradley fight. This fight, it's really not going to be for the faint of heart. It's going to be a war. It's going to be brutal. It's going to be something people are going to talk about for a very long time to come, and I don't want anybody to miss it.
There you go. Scott Cujo Sigmon, September 7th. Be there.